Confidence is the ultimate key for everything you want and every achievement that you want to achieve, all of your dreams and accomplishment. You have to have a confidence. And back in the days, I used to believe that I don't have to show up with this insane confidence or cocky or arrogant type of attitude. But I was wrong. Because you could be absolutely confident in everybody else around you and achieving the goals and like doing the things, boom, 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 but still remain to be a beautiful soul and a very kind heart. But the reason why most people cannot tap into that confidence or show up as who they are unapologetically is because they have that internal judgment, they have internal blockages, and perhaps you resonate with that. You might judge other people like, oh, they're narcissistic and etc, or like they're somehow confident people are bad. Is because you cannot show up the way that they show up. It's because you're not confident, because you're not confident of who you are, and deep down you're not. Maybe you're telling yourself that you are, but you're not. And to prove that point, if you look yourself and look around you, and the people who is easily offended are the ones who's not confident. So they get offended so easily because they're low self-esteem, they're not confident. So that triggers them, right? So that pisses them off. But if you're absolutely confident and you believe completely different reality about yourself and about your life, then you wouldn't get pissed off. You wouldn't even get bothered. Here's the thing. If somebody told me like the sky is red, I wouldn't believe it. And I wouldn't get offended by it. Or somebody tell me like I'm absolutely ugly. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't get bothered. I wouldn't be offended because I believe that I am a very attractive human being. And I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. I work on myself and I acknowledge myself as a very attractive person. And I don't even need to prove that to anyone. I don't need to just prove that I am attractive. It's not that the confidence means. The confidence is internal. Whether you say it or not, you have to have that internally. But if I personally believe that I'm ugly, or if I personally believe that I'm not that attractive, then somebody tell me that I'm ugly, then it affects me, right? Because I believe it. So the confidence is essentially the internal belief about you and how you see yourself. But here's the thing. Insecurity and confidence is completely the same mechanism. Because you're going to tell me like why you cannot do this, why you cannot make 10K a month as a coach, why you cannot grow your business, why you cannot influence other people, why you cannot grow your followers, why you cannot get the girls, and then whatever that is. You will prove it to me with so many evidence from your reality, but to me, it's as delusional as you saying that I'm absolutely confident that I can achieve everything that I want to achieve. Because human beings are designed to seek the evidence before we decide and determine our internal state. That's how we are designed. So it's not your fault that you're looking for something external to make you happy, to decide that I'm happy, to decide that I'm a confident person, to decide that I'm attractive. Let me ask you this. Do you have anyone, like friends, who's someone you know around you, and she or he is absolutely good looking, but she or he is always saying that I'm not good looking, I'm not attractive, and etc, etc. So negative, so pessimistic. Do you have any friend like that? The first thing that comes into your mind is like, what the fuck you're talking about? You're absolutely gorgeous. Like, stop saying that. It's delusional. Interestingly, most of our insecurity and most of our confidence, either way, it's delusional, and either way you're feeling, whether you are insecure, whether you are absolutely confident, perhaps you're not. Either way, it's delusional. Until you will find the evidence. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sho. I'm a mindset coach and I'm TEDx speaker, and I currently have 2.6 million followers across the platform. So in this video, I want to teach you why you need to be confident, even if you don't have any evidence right now. And that's actually the reason why you should be confident, because later down the road, your reality gives you the evidence. So like I said, even if you're absolutely insecure right now, you're not confident, you feel like you're not good enough, you're afraid to take the leap of faith, you're afraid to show up on social media and etc. Whatever you're feeling right now, you want to scale your business, you're currently making 5K to 10K a month. That's basically the complete reflection of your self-image. You see yourself as worthy as 5K and 10K a month. So if you want to get to the 20K or 30K a month, then of course you have to see yourself as worthy, and then you also see yourself as capable, confident individual who can do that. Because you're not the money itself, right? You are the one who can make money. You are the one who can generate those leads. You are the one who can influence others. You are the one who can help people. I've been a coach for 4 years, I believe, but the last decade, coaching business, consulting business is growing every week, every month, every year. And apparently there's a statistics now, it's like 4.6 billion worth or something like that, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the coaching and consulting business is $1 billion industry, right? So there's so many people investing, and now everybody's aware that, okay, we need a coaching, we need a mentorship. And that's why I also have mentorship, and my mentor has a mentorship. But the most coaches, the most consultant is not getting the result or not making the money. It's because they're not confident. As simple as that. They're not confident. But like I said, human beings are designed to seek the evidence for us to feel internally and determine our internal state, like how we are as a person. So because we make 10K a month, So the system looks like, oh, because I make 10K a month, I feel good and I feel confident, I'm a good coach, whatever. Or I can seduce girls and I can go out with beautiful girls. That's why I am a confident person. But it's actually the opposite. You have to be confident so that for girls find you attractive. You have to be confident so that you can make 20K, 30K a month. So that we are designed in a completely opposite way. We have to train our thoughts and train our mind, reprogram our mind to build a different system in order to achieve the goal that we want to achieve. I'm Japanese, born and raised, right? So like, as a Japanese individual, I've learned from my parents in school to humble, to not to be cocky, not to be arrogant, and then etc, etc. But interestingly, I was exposed to Europe, I was exposed to the US, South America, and in all the other countries, in all different countries, right? I traveled from when I was 21 to up to this point. I'm still traveling and I still get involved with different cultures and learn and study about the different people in different countries. And the most profound experience and learning that I had is that if you're confident, you go through your life somehow and everything works out just fine. Because every breakthrough that I had in my life, there was a expanded version of a confidence within me. When I start to make 20K a month, from 5K a month, I was stuck as a coach, right? Beginning, and I was stuck and I was like, fuck, I'm stuck. But then when I worked on my internal self and then I hired very first mentor, very first online coach, which he's now a really good friend of mine, is a brother to me. He helped me, I love strategy and etc. But the most profound effect that he had on me was I felt so confident. And then within 2 months I started making 20K a month from 5K stock, right? And even with the girls, when I became so confident, funny enough, like I get so many more attention from women. I didn't change anything. I was just being me, just being funny, being just chill, very zen, very calm. I didn't try to be overly crazy or overly attention seeking or anything. I was just like, chilling and just like having a good conversation with each woman. But somehow I attracted much higher quality and beautiful women, and it was easy for me. This is because I tapped into confidence fast before the reality confirmed that I am a confident individual. So I hacked the system and I flipped the equation, and then I became confident, and then reality showed me that as a reflection of my confidence. On the other hand, it's funny enough, when I was absolutely negative and so low self-esteem, the girl that I was seeing at the time that told me I'm too negative to hang out, it's really miserable. And it was really painful for me. It's like, what the fuck, right? It was like reality check. But I was delusional, right? Because she didn't think that I'm ugly. She didn't think that I'm not good enough. She didn't think that way. Or pretty much anybody else thought that way. But I believed it. I believed so strongly that I'm not. And I believed so strongly that I'm not that attractive. I believed so strongly that I'm not worthy. And I was just saying to everybody, it's fucking miserable, right? But it was as delusional as me being confident and then started getting a positive result. So which one do you want? Which result do you want? Either way, you are believing something about you. Either way, you're taking action. But here's the thing. If you're not confident, you're going to keep taking the wrong action. And this is the crucial part in not having confidence. Because if you're an action taker, right, you're already making content, you're already running a business, you're already taking the leap of faith, you're already challenging yourself on failure and mistakes, and you're going through those journey. And that's fucking fantastic, because not everyone can do that. But if you keep taking the wrong action and end up being 5K a month, 10K a month, then you have to realize that you're in the wrong destination. And why you're in the wrong destination is because you are taking the wrong action, which directs to a certain direction. So what if you can use those energy to start taking the right action, because you're already a action taker, right? Doer. So only thing you need is just stop taking the wrong action, start taking the right action. And there's no right or wrong in this universe. In this, right or wrong is right for you. Right action, because it takes you to the right destination. This is where you want to get to. But wrong action means that you're taking the actions that gets you exactly where you don't want to get to. So if you have something, vision, your dream, destination, okay, I want to get there. I want to be here. I want to make 20K a month, 30K a month. Cool. Then what you need to do is that you have to take the right action that leads you to that right destination. Okay, show how you can do that. Exactly. You have to be confident. So as I said, the system is the same. You feeling so insecure, you feeling not worthy, you feeling like deep down you cannot help people or you cannot make like 100K a month. It's just a reflection of your internal state, and it's delusional because that's still an imagination. And here's a great phrase from the Bible. It's one of my favorite quotes. The faith is the evidence of things not seen. And Marcus Aurelius said the same thing, but I found that later because I think the first time I came across with this quote was in a Marcus Aurelius book, Meditation, but then I found out it's actually coming from the Bible. So the faith is the evidence of things not seen. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it until the reality shows you. There will be a time delay. You know, the manifestation takes time because your energy travels beyond time and space. It's instantaneous. The moment you think about it, your thoughts, the energy, as the energy that connects with the energy beyond time and space. But we cannot travel beyond time and space, right? If I want to go to the US, then it will take me about 12 hours by the plane, which is the fastest thing in the world, right? And if I want to get to the Tokyo to Okinawa, which is a South Island, I've been to Miyakojima, one of the most beautiful beach in Japan. Right, so like Tokyo to Miyakojima, it takes like 3 hours or 4 hours or something like that. So as a physical being, I cannot ignore this law of matter. There's time, there's a space, there's a time delay for you to realize and experience this internal reflection, which is once you start telling yourself that you're confident, and then once you start to hypnotize yourself to be confident, then you will feel a little bit different day by day. It's not like just like one day and you're going to be like Dwayne Johnson or like Kevin Hart, all these like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, it's like Kobe Bryant, all these like legend out there is like feeling so confident. So for you to get there, first you have to sharpen your internal confidence. You have to work on yourself because everything starts and ends within, right? It's the Zen circle. Everything starts within, which is a creation, which is how you speak to yourself. It's inner self-talk, it's imagination. And then you will experience your reality, so which is your perception, it's the 5 senses. So you have to understand that you're the one who's creating it, you're the one who's experiencing it. And having that confidence fast, and then your reality will give you the confirmation day by day, a bit by bit, step by step. And then you collect all these confirmations and then keep believing that and then strengthen your confidence. The more you strengthen your confidence, the reality will show you even faster and then even more. And as a result, you will get to where you want to get to because you are taking the right action because of your internal state. And because you're insecure and because you're not feeling good and because you're telling yourself on this and that, that's why you keep taking the wrong action. Essentially, everything 96 to 98% of your decision-making pattern, how much money you make, the energy level, the productivity, everything is subconscious. And then it's coming from your emotional intelligence, which is if you're feeling insecure and that ingrained your brain, ingrained your mind, that's how you take action. It's not about changing the action. This is surface level bullshit. You have to change the core problem, which is your insecurity, which is how you feel, how you see yourself, right? If you start tapping into your confidence, then what happens is this action-taking mechanism slowly changes. So you start taking the right action. But here's the thing. When you're taking actions, you feel like this is the right action because you feel like, oh my God, there's a sign. The universe is showing me a sign and etc. and etc. And then you get exactly where you don't want to get to. Why? Because the universe is showing the sign of this is where you're going, but you think consciously, because subconsciously you have a different program, right? Consciously, you're thinking about, oh, this must be this direction. So there's a complete misalignment with your conscious mind and subconscious mind. But subconscious mind is the strongest. So even if your conscious mind says, I want this and I want that, your subconscious wants, yeah, this is the way we're going. So be confident. I don't care your background. I don't care what you've been through. And here's the thing. If you've been through frustration and stressful moment and the most challenging thing before, then the only way is to go up, right? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose. Even if you have to make a shift, even if you have to make a change, the drastic change, which I already made quite recently, don't take life too seriously. That's just what it is. And be honest, be loyal to what you want. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because if you have what you want, if you gain what you want, you accomplish, you can share that with others. You being happy, you being successful allows you to lift other people up. The lazy people out there, and they're the selfish ones. Because they're lazy, they don't want to work on themselves. They have no intention to share that because they have nothing to share. But if you're the rare individual who work on themselves, you have to be selfish for the beginning, right? Because you have to fight for yourself. You have to work on yourself. That requires a certain level of selfishness because you have to say no to a lot of things, parents and friends and etc. But as a result, you can be the selfless because now you have the abundance. And then when you're abundant, you want to share. It's like, well, I have a lot. I'm so happy, I can share with happiness. I have so much love and I can share. I have so much money, I can share. So it's the only way to make the world a better place. So now, for you to achieve that, the first thing first, tap into the confidence, be confident, so that you can start to achieve your goals, manifest your dreams, and be abundant so that you can share. You lift people up, you change people's lives by you being abundant. So that is the most selfless thing that you can do. But when you make the change, you have to say no to a lot of things. You have to isolate, you have to work on yourself, and that can be selfish. But most people that judge you, you're selfish, you're narcissistic, and etc., you being confident, they're just absolute low self-esteem. They're the one who's just low self-esteem and lazy. They're not doing anything. The only thing they do is judge. So fuck all this shit. Fuck all these negative comments. Work on yourself. Be confident right now. Tell yourself that you're worthy. Tell yourself that you can do it instead of all this negative self-talk. Get rid of that. Punch that shit out there and convince yourself. Before you want to convince the world, you got to convince yourself that you can do it and you're confident. All right, with this said, I genuinely hope this will help you. And if you're ready to take action, apply from the link in the description. I have a coaching program, and what's going to happen is that you apply and you are either will have a call with the team, or you either will watch the video and we'll explain that to you everything. All right, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, because I'm on my way to 1 million subscribers. If you genuinely enjoyed the video, I really appreciate the simple pam click. All right, with this said, I'll see you next video. Peace.